We've had crews out and about in this weather, kind of getting the on-the-ground perspective of the impact of these storms here in North Texas. And this is one of our crews traveling southbound on 35, not too far away from downtown Dallas. Again, it is a WFA Weather Alert Day, and Mario Ruiz is with me at the desk today. And we've been keeping our eyes on the potential for severe weather. And again, it's this time of year. You've got to be weather aware.
It's this time of the year, Mark, and our ground is already kind of saturated. We saw that heavy rain day last week. We saw heavy rain earlier this week. So, what we're tracking now is just this band of heavy rain pushing through. That's why we have flood warnings in place. So let's go ahead and get right into it. A lot to talk about here on your Tuesday, but we do have one active severe thunderstorm warning. I do think that'll expire at 11:45, but we also have flash flood warnings to talk about. It's a little difficult to see them, so let's go ahead and zoom on in. This is the one in Collin County. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, and it was for hail. It did actually produce hail over Wiley, but this particular storm was moving to the north, but now kind of being overtaken by that main line coming in, which is why I think that warning will expire here within the next 2 to 3 minutes. And we are also looking at some heavy rain in eastern Dallas County. So we saw Natalie's shot there. That one was near downtown on 35. So that was just on the outskirts of this heavy rain. So this heavy rain now over Mesquite, and it'll continue to progress into Rockwall and Kaufman County. So if you're in Rockwall, Kaufman County, be ready. Some heavy rain is moving in, but it's not currently severe. Now we also have flood warnings to talk about. There's a flood warning in Navarro County until 2:15. There is also flood warnings that take up Denton, Johnson, Parker, Tarrant County. The heavy rain at this point has moved out for you. However, that flood warning is in place until 1:30. It takes a while for water to recede, and there's still some light rain in the area. Heavy rain continues for Collin and Dallas County. That is where we have active flash flood warnings. Collin, Dallas, Ellis, and Rockwall until 2 p.m. Heavy rain still in the area, so that's ongoing. You maybe won't see that water come up in some spots until this has really moved out. That happens, that's called runoff. So it goes from higher to lower ground. It kind of depends on your neighborhood. This will continue to progress overall to the east, and that's what we're generally seeing. If you are in Denton, Tarrant County towards the west, you will see that lighter rain, and then you'll continue to see the drying out. Meanwhile, we have a severe thunderstorm watch until 4 p.m. Again, we have one severe thunderstorm, and that's currently over Collin County, and I do think that'll expire. But this is in place until 4. It does include Dallas and Tarrant County, and I do think that some of this will expire ahead of that. So keep checking back in with us throughout the day. An active flood watch on top of the flood warnings. What this means is that this is still an area where we could see some of those warnings popping up for flooding, and that'll be in place through the evening. Dallas Love Field looks a lot better right now than it did 30 minutes ago. That heavy rain is just to the east, so we are seeing visibility improving, but still delays out there. DFW Airport, still looking at some lower visibility, but does look better than it did 30 minutes ago. So overall conditions are improving. That lightning is now to your east if you're closer to DFW Airport. That whole line as a whole will continue to progress towards the east. I'm showing you the timeline here between 1 and 2. That continues to trek east. After 2, a lot of us dry out along the I-35 corridor, but still some rain along our eastern counties, including Henderson County, maybe even Navarro County, south towards Mejia. Could still be seeing some of this rain, and this continues until about 4 or 5 for our eastern counties. After that, we dry out. We could still see about an inch of rain before this is all said and done. That's including what's actively falling. Some spots closer to 2 inches southeast of DFW. The severe weather active is currently, in North Texas, but the higher threat for severe weather is actually to our southeast. That's where we have our system set up. We could still, of course, see the strong storms in North Texas, but the higher threat is to the southeast, and that's actually where there is an active tornado watch in place until 4, and that does include Austin and Houston. So maybe you were thinking about traveling today. I say put that off, delay it, not just because the roads are kind of messy with the rain, but there's also going to be severe weather ongoing through the evening for these locations. We will see drying out for Wednesday. Thursday even looks slightly drier. Now Friday, we could still see some scattered rain in the area. And over the weekend, as of now, it does look sunny with highs in the upper 70s. Next week looks calmer and warmer. We'll be back.